need to be covered up. So basically, what is an association rule? Association rule is just a rule that will let you know how one object is related to another object. So you can say, if there is a variable 1, how strongly the variable or how weakly the variable is being associated with the variable 2. So we need to find out the bonding between two variables, which is done by our association rule, and in that we are currently going to deal with a priori algorithm. So basically, the objective of a priori algorithm is to get the association rule. So whenever we are dealing with a priori algorithm, there are basically two main terms that we need to consider. One is your minimum support and another is threshold. Now, usually we keep the minimum support as 50 and the threshold as 70. So if you try to understand this particular type of problem, let's take a simple example. Now, in this example, I have few transactions and along with that, the items in the transactions. So let me say that there is a transaction of say 100, 200, 300, 400 are the 4 transactions that are there. In that, the items that are taken are, let us say, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 2, 5. These are all items. So in practical day-to-day life example, if I want to tell you day-to-day example, if you go to a shopping mall, okay, now if you see, usually the bread and butter are kept together because the general association is that the along with the bread the butter can be purchased, right, and along with that milk can be purchased, right. These are all interlinked. So how the shopping mall people have kept this item together? By doing some survey over it or by finding some association rule which is saying that a person will buy milk, he may buy he there are chances, there are more chances that he or she may buy butter along with it and bread along with it, and there are very less likely chances that a person is going to buy chili. और आप बोलते हो मिर्ची अगर बंदा खरीदना है तो मिल्क के साथ में यूजुअली तो वो खरीदता नहीं है until unless he is doing all other shopping, isn't it? So when this particular type of association we need to find out, we go for this a priori algorithm. तो यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने transaction लिया है 100, 200, 300, 400. These are all transaction number. So let us say अगर आपके shopping mall में आपके 100 transaction रहे तो you're going to write the 100 transaction, whatever it is, and accordingly along with that what a particular person is going to purchase it, and then you're going to find out कि कौन सा item कौन से other item के साथ में related रहेगा, राइट. सो पहले हम लोग न्यूमेरिकल देख लेते हैं और नेक्स्ट टाइम हम लोग देखेंगे कि प्रैक्टिकली अगर शॉपिंग मॉल में हम करते हैं तो कैसे होगा. तो ये हमारे 4 ट्रांजैक्शन है और इसमें आइटम्स परचेस्ड है 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 5. ये हमारे आइटम्स है. अब हम क्या करेंगे, इसमें हम लोग फाइंड आउट करेंगे कि कितने नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ द फर्स्ट आइटम इज देयर, how many time the first item is being purchased. Okay, so you're going to do item set and then you're going to find the support of each item. So that means that if this is my first item, so total how many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, isn't it? Total 5 items are there. So I'm going to write my items together. फर्स्ट आइटम मेरे ट्रांजैक्शन में कितनी बार यूज्ड है, तो हम बोल सकते हैं कि ये जो रहता है ये तुम्हारा गिवन डेटा रहता है या फिर डेटा सेट से जो भी तुम उठाते हो ये रहेगा, राइट. तो अगर प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल हम कंसीडर करते हैं कि शॉपिंग मॉल में उन्होंने क्या किया, सर्वे किया कि इतने नंबर ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन है तो एक बंदा क्या परचेज कर सकता है दूसरे आइटम्स के साथ में, राइट. सो this is an item, this is a data set that we will get it by our survey from our data set. Okay, then what we are going to do, we are going to take each and every item. तो यहाँ पर let us say अगर एक तुम्हारा one तुम्हारा milk रहेगा, 2 may be your say bread, 3 may be your butter, whatever it may be. Okay, currently I'm just giving you number, later we will see this particular shopping mall example. But right now how we're going to do is that we are going to see how many times a particular item is being purchased. So you can see item 1 is purchased or used a 1 2 times. So what I'm going to write, the support is 2, right? And total how many transactions are there? So we are going to write 2 by 4. This indicate that number of time item used, or we can say purchased, divided by total number of transaction, right? So if you can see, 1 जो आपका item है वो 2 बार आपका यूज हुआ है, and total number of transaction are 4. So this is 1 2 3 and 4 transaction. Now similarly you're going to find out for item 2. You can see item 2 is used 1 2 and 3 times, so here you will get 3, so it will be 3 by 4. So this will give me 50%, this will give me 75%. Similarly when I proceed for the third item, it is again 3 times, so this 1 2 and 3, in 3 transaction it is used, so I will write 3 by 4, which will be 75%. Now let's come to fourth item. You can see fourth item is there in the transaction, only one transaction, so I will write 1, and 1 divided by 4 gives me 25%. For fifth item, again you're going to find, so this is 1 2 3, so it is in second, third and fourth transaction, so I'll write 3, so this will give me 3 by 4, which gives me 75. Now what we are going to see कि minimum support यानी minimum number of transaction के items जो रहने चाहिए वो 50 रहने चाहिए. ओके, तो हम उनका कुछ तो कॉम्बिनेशन निकाल सकते हैं. अगर प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल हम देखने जाए, तो अगर मैं शॉपिंग मॉल में जाऊंगी तो मैं पहले फाइंड आउट करूंगी कि कौन सा आइटम किससे ज्यादा रिलेटेड है, और वो आइटम्स को हम लोग साथ में रखने की कोशिश करेंगे. अगर एक पर्टिकुलर थ्रेशोल्ड वैल्यू के नीचे रहेगी, वो बार बार ट्रांजैक्शन में आ ही नहीं रहा है, तो वो आइटम्स को वी कैन कीप इट समवेयर दैट इज नॉट ग्रुप टुगेदर, राइट. तो इसी तरह हम लोग यहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं, मिनिमम सपोर्ट हम लोग कंसिडर कर रहे हैं 50%. अगर 50% वो आइटम ट्रांजैक्शन में है तो हम लोग को उसमें रिलेशनशिप निकालना है. ओके, and for that reason the minimum support is taken as 50. So in this case you can see item 4 has the support of 25%. So what we can do, we can neglect this particular item कि हमें इनसे सबसे रिलेशनशिप में उसको रखना नहीं है, उसको किसी और रिलेशनशिप में, आई मीन इट मे हैपन दैट इट मे गो इन सम अदर आइटम्स व्हिच आर रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर, right? Currently when you are dealing with this particular item, you don't need item number 4 because it is below the minimum support. So I am going to neglect right now item number 4. That means now in my item set I will have to discard item number 4. So I will have item set as 1 2 3 and 5. Now what we are going to do further, we need to further find out the relation between this, isn't it? Because association says that we need to find out कौन सा item ज़्यादा एक दूसरे से bonded है या फिर transaction में use हो रहा है. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, इन सब में combinations निकालेंगे. So here you can see we are going to relate this particular item or take this particular items. So in my items I am going to include now the combinations of this particular different items, and then I'm going to find the support of it. So there are 4 items in it, and while relating one item to the another, I will have the combination of 1 2, right? Because this both may be related, or first and third may be related, or first and fifth may be related. So accordingly I will have 1 3 1 2 1 3 1 5 as a combination. यानी हम इन आइटम्स को साथ में ग्रुप कर सकते हैं, right? Similarly, we can group second and third. Naturally, second and first can be related, but this is equal to first and second. यानी आप bread साथ में लो plus butter लो या फिर butter या bread लो, one and the same, isn't it? So we can take 1 2 or 2 1. That's one and the same. So in this case, we are not going to write again 2 1, but we can write 2 3 because this can be related to third. So I will have a combination of 2 comma 3. I can also have combination of 2 and 5. So my items that are related are 2 and 5. Further, I can see what all combinations can be done. So you can see I can relate 3 and 5 together. So this will come 3 and 5 together. So I'll write all the item data set that I have found out in this particular set, which are related to each other. So I'll write 1 2, 1 3, 1 5, 2 3, 2 5, and 3 5. Right? Now, taking this item set, we are going to again find the support. Okay? So coming back to this particular thing, now we are going to see कि दोनों items कितने transaction में साथ में है. तो 1 or 2 item कितने transaction में साथ में? तो it is not in this transaction because there is only item 1. It is not in second transition because only 2 is there. Yes, but in third, 1 and 2 are together. So you can see there is one transaction in which the item is together. So what I'm going to do, I'll be placing my support as 1 by 4. Since there are 4 transactions, out of 4 transactions, in one transaction, my item, both of them are together. Okay, so this gives me a support of 25%. Now further finding 1 and 3 कितने transaction में साथ में है? So you can see 1 and 3 is there in the first transaction, also in the third transaction, right? So I'm going to write here 2. So this will be 2 by 4. 2 by 4 will give me 50%. Now we go further. 1 and 5 items, how many times it is together? So I'll find out 1 and 5. In first it is not there, in second it is not there, in third, yes, it is there in the third transaction. So only one transaction it is there. So I'm going to write 1 by 4, which gives me again 25%. Further, 2 and 3, in which transaction they are together? So I come back here, 2 and 3, I can find it is in the second transaction and in the third transaction. So I'm going to write it here, 2 by 4. So this gives me 50%. Further, 2 and 5. Let's find out 2 and 5. In which transaction they are together? It's in second transition and third transition and also in the fourth transition. So there are total 3 transactions in which items 2 and 5 are together. So what I'm going to do, I'll write 3 by 4, which gives me 75%. Let's find out 3 and 5. In how many transactions it is together? 3 and 5 is together in 2 transactions. So accordingly, we are going to place it over here 2 by 4, which gives me 50%, right? Now, if you observe, if our support that we have considered is 50%, then we should neglect all that are below 50%. So we are going to neglect 1 and 2, 1 and 5 because it is not satisfying the criteria, right? So I'm going to neglect this particular set. So I can see I will have the set which is 1 comma 3, right? Then 2 comma 3, 2 comma 5 and 3 comma 5. These are there which can be used. So again what I'm going to do, I will group these items together and form the combinations of it. तो देखो मैं item 1, 3 and 2 को साथ में ले सकती हूँ, right? So I will have 3 different combinations using all these particular sets. So I will have 1, 3 and 5 together, which can be considered 2, 3 and 5 and 1, 2 and 3. यानी ये जो है combinations लेकर हमें ये 3 combinations मिलते हैं. So again what we are going to do, how many times this particular items are purchased together? We are going to see that. So you will have an item of 2, 3 and 5, right? And 2, 3 and sorry, 1, we'll write 1, 3 and 5, 2, 3 and 5, and 1, 2 and 3 together. So we are going to find out how many transactions this all are together. 1, 3, 5. So let me find out 1, 3 and 5. It is there only in one transaction, which is the third transaction. So accordingly, I will write over here 1 by 4, which gives me 25%. Now 2, 3 and 5. In how many transaction it is there? 2, 3 and 5. It is there in the true transaction. That is transaction 2 and transaction 3. So what I'm going to do? I will write over here 2 by 4, which gives me 50%. Similarly, item 1, 2 and 3. In how many transaction it is there? 1, 2 and 3. You can see it is there only in the third transaction. So I will write down here 1 by 4, which is 25%. Right? So you can see these three items are strongly related, because if we are considering the support as 50%, so above 50% we are going to consider 50%, and above it we are going to consider. So these items we are not going to take it. So now we need to find out the association rule between item number 2, 3 and 5. हमें इन सब में रिलेशन अभी फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा वेरिएबल किससे ज्यादा रिलेटेड है. Right? We know now that we need to concentrate only on these 3 items. Out of the 5 items that were there, we need to concentrate only on the 3 items. And now we need to find out कि इनमें कैसे association है, whether they are strongly associated, weakly associated, how they are associated. So now what we are going to do, we are going to generate the association rule for this particular items. So what we are going to do, we will take item 2 and 3, which will give me 5. So इसके सारे combinations हम consider करेंगे. So I'll write it on this next slide. So what we are going to do, items 2, 3, 5 के सारे combinations हम लोग find out करेंगे. So 2 and 3 giving me 5. What will be the support and what will be the confidence of this particular items? Okay. Also, we can have combination of 3 and 5. मतलब ये दोनों साथ में रखकर थर्ड आइटम हमको रखना है. तो थर्ड एंड फिफ्थ आइटम गिविंग मी 2. I can have 2 and 5 giving me 3. Also the reverse can be done, that is 2 giving me 3 and 5, right? 5 giving me 2 and 3, 3 giving me 2 and 5. So this all combinations can be done. Now when we are talking regarding the support, अब इस आइटम का सपोर्ट कितना था, हमें जो कैलकुलेशन करके यहाँ पे मिला था 2, 3 and 5. ये सारे आइटम आपके इकट्ठा दो बार आपके ट्रांजैक्शन में है. तो इसी के लिए इसका सपोर्ट जो रहेगा will be 2. All will have the support of 2 because this item 2 and 3 clubbed with 5, or you can say item 2 giving you 3 and 5. ब्रेड परचेस कर रहे हो, उसके साथ में मिल्क एंड बटर परचेस कर रहे हो, या फिर मिल्क परचेस कर रहे हो, उसके साथ में ब्रेड एंड बटर परचेस कर रहे हो. ओवरऑल यू कैन सी द सपोर्ट, द number of times the items that will be there in the transaction we are going to check. So in this case the support is going to be 2. Right? Now we need to find out the confidence. There is a rule by which we can find out the confidence, and the rule says that S sub union B divided by S of A. So for example, अगर मैं consider करती हूँ 2 and 3 giving me 5, तो क्या हो जाएगा, 2 and 3 will be my A parameter and 5 will be my B parameter. So while substituting this, what I will get? S of, that is support of 2 and 3, that is A union B, giving me support of 2 and 3. I can write 2 and 3. So you can see support of 2 and 3. So let us find out what is support of 2 and 3 with 5. 2 and 3 with 5 is support of 2. तो यहाँ पर हमारा क्या आ जाएगा? 2 आ जाएगा. Divided by सिर्फ ये दोनों पैरामीटर्स का support of 2 and 3. So I'm going to go back and check what is support of 2 and 3. So I can see support of 2 and 3 is 2. Right? So what I'm going to write over here, it will be 2 divided by 2, which will be equal to 100%. So what I'm going to write here, it will be 2 divided by 2, giving me 100% of confidence. Similar to this, I will find out the support of 3 and 5 with 2. So how it will be written? Support of 3 and 5 union 2 divided by support of 3 and 5. So it is support of A union B divided by support of A. So this will give me 2, 5 and 3, 5 and 2. The support will be naturally 2. So we are going to write 2. Now we are going to find 3 and 5 का support क्या है? So we go back to this 3 and 5. You can see support is again 2. So I'm going to place it here. So it is 2. So it will be 2 divided by 2. Divided by 2, which gives me again 100% of the confidence. Let's come back to 2 and 5, giving you 3. So how we are going to write? Support of 2 and 5 union 3 divided by support of 2 and 5. Now again, ऊपर का support will be equal to 2 itself. Why I'm saying 2? Because we have found out here that the support of all the 3 items together is equals to 2. So here I'm going to write the support as 2. Now support of 2 and 5. I'm going to find out what is support of 2 and 5. So let's come back here. Support of 2 and 5 is 3. Right? So here I'll write 2 by 3. So we can come to a conclusion over here that I need to write 2 by 3, which is equal to 66%. 2 by 3 gives you 66% since the denominator is more. Let's come to find the support of 2 giving me 3 and 5. Now how to write this? Again, we are going to consider this A and this as B. So it will be written as support of 2 union 3 and 5 divided by support of 2. So now, what is support of 2 union 3 and 5? This gives me 2. And support of 2. Let's come back to this. What was support of 2? यहाँ पर हमने देखो individual items का support निकाला था. That means how many times in that transaction it was used. So individual item was used, item 2 was used 3 times. So accordingly, I'm going to place it 3 over here, right? So when you come to this table, you're going to write 2 by 3, which gives me 66%. Now remaining 2 transaction, 5 giving me 2 and 3. So I'll write support of 5 union 2 and 3 divided by support of 5. Right? So I'll write it nicely. It's support of 5. Support of this first numerator term will be 2. Let's come to denominator to a term, that is support of 5. What is support of 5 now? Let's come back to this slide. You can see support of 5 is 3. So I come back here to my calculation and I will write 3. So it will be 2 by 3. So in my chart, I'm going to write 2 by 3, which will give me 66%. Only last transaction now, 2 and 5. So you'll write support of 3 union 2 and 5 divided by support of 3. Numerator term, again you're going to consider this as 2. And support of 3, you're going to take it as, you can see support of 3 over here, you are having value as 3. So what I'm going to do, I'll be placing here 3. So again 2 by 3 in my table, I'm going to write it. So this will be equal to 66%. Done? But what we have done in the first thing, we have considered the this threshold, or you can say the confidence that we have taken is equal to 70. तो जो भी आइटम्स 70% रिलेटेड रह गए हम लोग उसको कंसिडर करेंगे. So while calculating this confidence value, all items above 70% will be considered and below it will be discarded. So if you observe here, this all will be discarded. Okay, that means you will have 2 and 3 giving you 5 can be clubbed together. 3 and 5 giving you 2 can be clubbed together because we are having the confidence more than 70%. And all below it will be discarded since the confidence is below 70%. Right? So this is how you're going to deal with the a priori algorithms. The same thing can be used in case of your, as I told you, in shopping complex problems, in which you need to find out how one items will be related to another items. That can be done by this particular type of problems. Anybody has any issue regarding this? Is the solving method clear to everyone? Because in next year, you will have to use only a priori algorithm, which is there inbuilt in Python libraries, but you just have to write a priori algorithm and detail working your understanding in this session. I mean, in this semester. Next semester, you're just going to use